Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Drumpunk, or you can call me Jimmy. Um, what I'm going to do today is something different. I haven't uploaded to YouTube in a while, and something that I've been wanting to do for a long time is upload my reaction videos to YouTube. So unfortunately, I've watched a lot of the popular TV shows, for example, Game of Thrones, Lost, Breaking Bad. Some of the best videos that are out there are reactions to those particular series. um, but I've also, like, most of the time that I've spent on YouTube is actually watching people react to those shows I just mentioned. So even though I watch those, there's still a lot of shows out there that I haven't seen. One of them that I'm actually in the middle of watching is House of Cards on Netflix. So I won't be uploading starting with episode 1, season 1. I'm actually currently on season 2, episode 10, and that's the first video that I will be uploading. So any feedback you guys are able to provide would be greatly appreciated. This is the first time I'm doing it. I have watched a lot of people react to videos on YouTube, so I more or less know what to do. But any constructive feedback is certainly appreciated. So here we go. Let's jump into it. We are going to watch House of Cards season 2, episode 10. It is titled Chapter 23. Here we go.
And evil speak can be put away from you.
The relationship between these two keeps getting weirder and weirder.
To one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another.
Like, what is his motive? Is he falling in love with her?
Do you want me to keep going with this or something else?
She better be gone by the next time we talk.
I think this is more jealousy now. I think that's what's happening. It's not about her being quiet anymore for the betterment of, the White House. It's more about him being jealous.
Took you so long.
I can have a briefing ready for you in 5 minutes.
Don't bother, I had Seth do it.
Dude, he's on his shit list.
Now, Mr. President, after you. I'll see you in my office.
He is on Frank's shit list. Wow.
There was an emergency meeting.
What's going on?
I'll explain in the safe room.
I like how he's demanding her to come downstairs, but he's not looking. What an honorable, what a decent guy, right?
No, you have to get back to the White
I
House.
can work from here.
Francis, I'm fine. Honestly. I'm just gonna be in here.
She's such a strong-willed woman. She doesn't need no sympathy.
At all times, keep me informed of everything.
He's almost done with his shift, sir. I can put another agent on.
No,
duty
I want
once.
it to be Meacham.
Absolutely, sir. As long as necessary.
Dude, jeez. I've told you, man, Meacham is ridiculous. He's a robot.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
It's like, yeah, he just worked a 16-hour shift, but he's gonna stay overnight with Claire. Just work 24/7, bro. You don't need sleep. You're a fucking robot.
No,
Why not? Damn.
I don't want to.
It's good enough reason, right? You don't want to tell someone something, tell them you don't want to. End of discussion.
So what?
Hey, when all else fails, right?
Tell me.
I like pain.
Nothing.
Yeah.
How bad did it hurt?
Isn't there other ways to get pain without scarring yourself with a tattoo for life? I mean, that shit's permanent.
I killed a lot of people.
She killed a lot of people in the army.
In the army.
Huh.
The pain. It helped.
We need more. I want Tusk gone.
Doyle and I will keep looking.
Well, if you haven't found anything now, what makes you think you will?
Maybe we missed something. I doubt it, but we could try.
You think Tusk isn't planning his next attack even as we speak?
We've been thorough, sir. He doesn't leave footprints. You want to shift tactics?
It's not what Frank wants to hear.
The casino. We go public as soon as possible.
You said that was the last resort.
Seth, you need to find a way to make that happen so it doesn't link back to us.
If we launch that
You
missile,
went to Seth instead of
blow
Doug.
us up too.
Not if we spin it right. If we keep the focus
Son,
on...
you're here to listen, not contribute.
I wouldn't have him here if I didn't want him to contribute.
Sir,
I'm telling you, man.
he's been sitting with this for 3 hours. I've been working on it for 3 months.
And accomplish nothing. It's time we go on the offensive. What are you thinking?
Isla Sayad. She's already digging into Tusk and Finn.
How close is
I
she?
kind of feel bad
Never
for
mentioned
Stamper.
Casino, but now that I know what the dots are, I can see that she's starting to connect them.
The Pentagon isn't talking yet.
He must be. He's distracted by Rachel. That's what's happening with Doug right now. It's affecting his work.
Yeah, you get so used to a place,
Yeah.
the smallest things stand out.
I apologize for not being responsive sooner. I've been focused on the midterms.
Oh, there's no need
Yeah.
to explain.
Focused on other things too, right?
Mrs. Everett,
Remy. You know what it
almost
is.
every woman in the house supports.
It's because she was in the
and
army.
I can't be one of them.
So you lied to us.
I didn't lie. I didn't lie. I want to help. As long as we rethink some of the
Are
language.
you trying to distance yourself from us because of the Galloway scandal?
No.
Maybe you think it hurts your chances of re-election if you associate with me.
That's not it. It's because I
It's got.
honestly don't
It's got to
believe-
do something with her military history.
Do you realize the message this sends?
Well, go to the residence, spend some time with your wife. You'll come back feeling like a new man.
Honestly, it's less stressful here.
Counseling hasn't helped.
No, it has. Slowly.
There's something I want to say here. I'll talk about it at the
When they
end.
resigned,
I heard.
it's improved things.
Got rid of Christina. What? It's kind of odd that they did that off screen.
Just to think about
Like
it.
she was a
Well,
semi-big
you probably
character.
wouldn't be the first president to get a little shut-eye. on
Hopefully
one
that's
of
not the last we're seeing of her. Just trial and error.
Missouri Bus and Limo.
I'm calling from the Adobe Casinos travel department.
You're not Darlene.
No.
Winner,
Darlene
winner.
is out sick. I'm filling in for her. My name is Pam.
Oh, how can I help you?
Pam.
We've
There
got a
you go.
flight coming in from China tomorrow. We'll need some transportation.
How many people?
How many you
Yeah.
got coming?
I don't have the manifest right in front of me.
The usual?
That's right.
So a luxury bus.
How many does that fit?
55. Usually about 20 come in. Should be plenty of room.
That's great. Thanks.
You think it's really her
Okay.
conscience or because the
That was
bill's
too easy.
controversial?
Sorry for interrupting you, sir.
You didn't interrupt it.
Good night, sir.
I like how he didn't even try to like close his laptop or nothing. He's just like, whatever.
Hey,
Hey.
Meacham came into the office and found me watching something
Oh,
other than the news.
dude, and this
Oh, no.
their marriage is
Very professional about it.
crazy.
No, I was just watching.
That's really funny.
Oh, she was asking if he was like masturbating or
What about you?
something.
What are you watching?
Dude, shit.
The video Connor gave me. It's our first
Wow.
Senate race.
Let's consider one simple fact. You wouldn't have this office if it weren't for me.
He loves playing that card on
Made
people.
Very clear that I wouldn't be a puppet.
He's gonna. Oh,
I'm
he's
not trying to
he's
be
gonna come down
strange,
aggressive on her.
but you could show a little gratitude.
If it were anything
He's
else,
pissed.
Mr. Vice President. But not this.
All you're doing is making the inevitable more difficult.
It's not inevitable. Claire doesn't have the votes yet.
You
Damn.
really want to fight us on this?
I don't want to fight you at all. Which is why I suggested to Claire that we sit down.
I neither have the time nor the inclination to negotiate with you. Co-sponsor the bill, whip the damn votes. I'm no longer asking.
Then I'm no longer listening.
Uh-oh.
You don't have just this office to thank me for. If you win re-election, you can thank me for that too. Those attack ads didn't just disappear on their own.
What do you mean?
Why don't you ask Remy down? And ask him about Raymond Tusk while you're at it. That ought to make for some very interesting pillow talk.
She doesn't know that he knows that they're sleeping together.
Return this. You knew about the money, and you didn't tell me, even though it's thrown my seat into contention.
Let's say there was money, and let's say I did know. What good would it have done?
It means you were willing to watch me lose.
It means I respected the boundaries that you demanded. No changes, no special treatment.
This is different.
Yeah, come on.
Making exceptions.
When it's this important, yes.
You can't have it both ways.
I think this is a special circumstance. You probably should have told her.
Was I what?
Here we go. Here's the question.
Fucking me to get info on Frank.
Yep. I don't think it's true, but it's a legitimate question.
Is that what you think?
I don't know.
I think he sincerely likes her.
I care about you more than I should.
I'm your failsafe, sir. But I can't be that if you won't let me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are you done? My fail-safe?
Do you doubt that?
We're flying full throttle into a hurricane, and you're talking office politics instead of focusing on making sure we don't get ripped apart.
You're right, sir.
It's a fair point.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
Huh.
Hello?
What is his deal now? Oh,
Yes, Doug, it is you.
why is he following Doug? Alright guys, well that was House of Cards Season 2 Episode 10. Pretty low-key episode in terms of action, not that there's ever an abundance of action on the show, it's mostly just politics, right? Starting with that ending, what is, I forget the guy's name, but the hacker, played by Jimmy Simpson, who I actually liked. I saw on Westworld. He's a very good actor. Why is he keeping tabs on Doug Stamper? I kind of thought his, the hacker, like his storyline was over now that Lucas was in prison, right? So the hacker did his job, worked with the government, and set Lucas up to get put in jail. But you kind of notice that the hacker, I'm gonna keep calling him the hacker guy because I don't know his name, but you kind of get the notion that the hacker, like, he wasn't on board with it, right? Because he was kind of, you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to do this? And then he actually got in trouble for that, right? By the by one of the government people, one of Frank's guys, for doing that. It's like, what are you doing? This was part of the plan. He's supposed to go to the server room or whatever and get locked up. But now I'm wondering, is he working for someone else? Like, my first thought was, so there's a lot of conflict between this new guy Seth, right, and Doug Stamper. Could somehow Seth be involved with this, like trying to dig up some dirt on Stamper to get him out of the picture, like, permanently? That's probably a stretch. I can only think that maybe the hacker guy is trying to get revenge, maybe. Like, he didn't want to do this, right? He was kind of forced to do this to Lucas. And maybe this is his way of getting revenge. Maybe he's now following Lucas's trail, so Lucas can't do anything, right? He's in prison. So maybe this is his way of kind of taking over and trying to dig up some dirt. Not sure. I think the two theories I threw out are unlikely, but those are the first thoughts that come to my mind. As far as Remy and Jackie, so I said it a couple times throughout the video, I do think Remy does feel strongly for Jackie. Actually, I think Jackie's starting to develop feelings too, just because Remy did make that ultimatum to her, right? He said, listen, I don't want to do these one-night stands anymore. I'm only doing this if it's going to go somewhere. And she came back, right? So I do think she has some feelings for him as well. I think Jackie asking Remy the question of is he sleeping with her to get information on Frank, I think it was legitimate, right? Based on what happened, she found that the money was being funneled to the Democrats, right? So it was a legitimate question on her part. But again, like, he cares about her, and now Raymond Tusk is putting him up to tasks that are going to affect Jackie, so he kind of has some conflict and some decisions to make there, so I'm curious what's going to happen with that. Other than that, so now going to the beginning of the episode, so there was that bomb or whatever was in the bag. I guess it was a guy confessed he was in the military, and He also confessed to sending that white powder to the White House, which happened in a previous episode. So something's happening there. I don't know if this is like the military's way of getting back at the White House. Like maybe this guy is trying to get revenge now for because Claire went public with the whole abortion and getting raped basically. Not entirely sure. But yeah, those were pretty much the big moments from this episode. So like I said in the beginning, definitely post your comments and subscribe, like if you enjoyed the video, and provide some constructive feedback. So this is my first reaction video here on YouTube, so any kind of feedback, good, positive and negative, is greatly appreciated. And I don't have a schedule of when I'll be uploading things, but hopefully if all goes well, I mean, ideally I'd like to get 1 out a day, since I do have a lot of free time now. But yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching.